Was that just a beatdown?
Well, Kingdom 2 was a bit more competitive. But you can see they haven't really...
Prepare for battle.
Like, they played very disciplined. They've not give any way over, and that's the kind of playstyle that you need up against Mineski. Give them an inch, they're gonna take a yard or something, or whatever these weird
Whatever the
measurements
saying
are
is.
called. Give them a centimeter, they take like a kilometer or something. That's the metric version of that.
Yeah, for sure. We do have an early smoke here. Looks like Mineski does want to get on the aggressive, maybe get some wards down. But they aren't going to find anything at this point, as TNC is very defensively postured.
Yep. Yeah, so definitely just going to secure the ruins here down the bottom. TNC gonna figure that out, not going to match up against them.
30 seconds.
But potentially fights early, but there's a lot of control, there's a lot of burst potential from Mineski.
I think TNC is actually reading the lanes correctly here. They're throwing Sam H, safe lane on the Prophet for the aggro try.
Yeah.
And then they're going to secure the Chaos Knights farm in the off lane with probably Luna mid. Unless they want to put Raven middle. This is interesting. Where are you going, Raven?
That is very interesting indeed. He might just block up the creep wave and then make his way somewhere else. Everyone has a TP scroll and whatnot to bounce around the lanes. Gotta give Cuckoo the double bounty though, and yeah, that's exactly what's gonna happen. Cuckoo gets double bounty. He's gonna take over mid. Raven just blocked up the wave, and now he's making his way top, as you said.
Do you skill Lucent Beam here on Luna to secure CS versus the Drunken Haze?
Question.
No, he goes Lunar Blessing.
I mean, then you have Tims who can kind of deal with Moon. He still has to decide whether he wants to pick up the Drunken Haze or whether he needs to go for Drunken Brawler to try and trade against this, but Warlock, pretty strong in these kind of situations.
Yeah, I think with Warlock here, Cuckoo's not going to have that hard of a time. It's just like a little bit later on, once Moon gets a few more levels, that he'll be able to contest. But with the Denies now giving less, he has to be careful that he isn't just overrun in this mid lane.
Yep.
Meanwhile, bottom, Sam H is just playing safe, and Raven's farming top.
Yep. It's a trial and up against Nature's Prophet, who's still there a decent amount so far, already level 2. Got a few losses here and there. The lane Moon's continuing to be bullied out.
I think
Stop self.
TNC's got the better laning setup here.
Yeah.
CK and Luna, 6 CS. DK's matching a little bit, but Sam H is fine if he's holding both supports here.
Yep. We wrapped around on but there's only so much Naga Siren can do. It's a bit of a weakness of that hero. Can go net to maybe set up for something else, or he can go Riptide to do some more damage, but he can't do both. And even when you get the level 1 in those battles, they're underwhelming overall. Lion's in a similar position.
Yeah, we got Sax coming out for Luna already by Tims. And Coddle's just going to have a great time. He can just stack and pull, grab up these bounties. I guess the supports just kind of have free reign of these bounty runes, but overall, I think TNC is kind of very happy in terms of how these lanes are developing.
Yep. You see this change anytime soon? Like, oh, top lane?
Ooh,
Bit of a
top lane.
stun. Yeah. Quite a bit of damage here.
Yeah, with the chakra magic, they may go again here.
Yep. They do indeed. The blast also connects. A couple more right clicks. Or you use the reality rift. Iron's armor is nice and all, but he has 2 points up to Dragon's Blood already. It makes it very, very hard indeed. But if they do this again, there's always the possibility for Nature's Prophet also. Just TPing in behind him.
Oh, he's in trouble here.
Yeah, that is just what I was saying. DP through
they
from a
missed the
Naga.
blast.
He's actually still reaching quite a bit. They do not have enough mana for the stun actually. So now Sam H is a bit of trouble. Body blocks some jabs. The stun will miss. Sam H, not jabs, he's the one who's maybe blocked up a little bit. Yeah, he's actually in trouble. The stun comes through now with the Chakra Magic. Jabs might be the first, but no, Pumas in mid falls. The 2-for-1 trade is 1-for-3-7. Oh, gets a salvo of more enough health points to stand the last right click from Ninja Boogie. TNC aren't even losing anything.
No, and they got the kill mid too.
How'd that happen? Just Cuckoo running him down with Lucent Beam?
Yeah, and
Yes.
Tim's just with the Shadow Word. It was actually the first blood heading the way of Luna, I believe.
Body blocks on a tree and Sam H. Making plays here, trying to get some more damage in on this Dragon Knight. But with Tango going to put some Dragon's Blood.
High action in these lanes. Whoop.
Oh yeah.
I like how Muchi's just like, oh, you guys are fighting? Let me just like blast this tower. I don't mind this.
Yeah. Tree swamped heroes. Alright. And then again, Tim's found himself an Invis Rune. Nothing too crazy you can do that he be able to do otherwise anyway. Throw out another Shadow Word, Cuckoo with a Lucent Beam if he wants to. Just this Brewmaster mid is not having the best time. At the same time, he's keeping up in terms of last hits at the very least a little bit. Also gonna get some extra money coming in from bottom if he continues to be allowed to aggress on it.
I think Cuckoo should be denying a lot more in this matchup. Denies are worth so much now, as he just throws a little bit more harass onto Moon. But yeah, Nahaz was talking a little bit. Oh, as we have
play wraparound from Japs with the Riptide, throws out a net onto Tim's. That's an easy kill. We've got the stun onto Cuckoo just to keep him at bay.
Darn Jabs interrupting all my high-level commentary here.
We're just invoking Nahaz. It's bound to be high level. Come on.
Yeah. Well, no, I was actually invoking his incorrectness.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Because he was talking about how this patch was going to favor like the solo mid matchup more and more.
Oh yeah, no.
But I feel as though we're going to actually see more dual lanes mid because the value of denies are even more. So dominating the denies mid is incentivizing supports to actually sit mid more.
Yeah,
that's my takeaway.
Good argument too.
It's a little bit mixed because the bounties are designed as we have them initiating back on DK, but he is one tanky guy, so I don't think he's too concerned.
They keep doing this, but he doesn't care whatsoever. They're gonna bring an extra hero in now, Tim's with the Shadow Word, to maybe doesn't do much more than negate the region that he has. Run down some edge, alright. Good, lands a stun and a hex.
Mushi's very happy with this. He's got good levels. He's now leading the CS charts. He's going to pressure down this tower. Once he gets level 7, this also accelerates a lot.
Yeah. Did it bring Samage up there as well? The answer is yes. Back. Ah, doesn't get the vision. Oh man, he's eating his way through the trees with a Quelling Blade. We'll be able to secure the tower now. 4 heroes here, nothing really can stop it, but it will take a while. So Space Grenade for bottom. Mushi just took that for himself. Middle lane also. A little bit of an easier time for Moon if he only has one hero to contend with. Again, drag back the DK, who is in his ultimate form, but he's still super tanky. Mushi made the rotation, same for Jabs. Looking to turn things around onto Raven. The Minus Armor is stacking up. One blast will finish him off. He does have enough mana, but he does not find the right angle. The Sprout from Sam H to keep Raven alive. Mushi is pretty fast on his feet himself, though. The light clicks are gonna be enough to finish the job. Now DK looking for Sam H on the other side. Tim's ready to turn this around here. Shadow Word coming through. Just no nukes to finish off. I think DK is sitting at 200 health points this entire fight, essentially.
He's healing equally fast to the Shadow Word damage with the Dragon Bloods. I had the unfortunate tragedy of playing against a Nyx with 5 mangoes, level 1, and he had like 11 regen. And that's like this DK right now. He's got like 13 base regen, the Dragon Blood. It's not fun to deal with on a support. You just feel like you're not making any progress hitting the guy.
Oh yeah. Oh. TNC, they get taught a lesson a little bit. They still want this tower though. They make it a late trade here for the tier 1 that they lost bottom, but already another rotation on the way. Doppelganger Moon smoked up down bottom though. They saw 1437, pushing this out a little bit earlier. Now they're running straight into him. Moon with a clap, a couple of extra right clicks. Makes for an easy snipe.
Goodbye, Mr. 1437.
Yep.
What do you think? Will he have 1, 3, 4, or 7 deaths this game?
Well, at least it didn't say 1,437.
That's possible.
be-
You never know.
Ah,
Unlikely.
pretty sure it's impossible. At some point, there's an integer overflow of all the money that you get. Lando is gonna go on him again. This jabs with Moon. Nice little blinding light though. Turn things around, so he'll make it the safety of his tier 2 tower. Moon still
They
holding on
canceled
to his ultimate though, so it's Brewmaster, despite the start that he had in lane, he's still at that peak, where it's this early peak where you have the threat of that ultimate.
He also has the Arcane Rune, so he may be wanting to try to initiate a fight here and use that Primal Split while he's still affected by the Arcane Rune.
Yep.
But TNC doesn't seem to be doing a whole lot right now. They've just kind of been running around, kind of pushing out lanes a little bit, but right now it looks like they can't decide whether or not they want a group to push or just try to partially farm out the waves in jungle.
Yep. They move defensively right now. Any bigger items that they're looking for? I mean, Luna, Cuckoo, going for the Mask of Madness build up. There's gonna be some damage coming out from that. Like, who's your farm priority here? Do you give more to the Luna or more to the Chaos Lane?
I think in this situation you have to just kind of relegate the jungle to Luna and try to make a little bit of space for the Coddle. Coddle is working straight for egg, so Tim's is going to play that kind of sacrificial lamb role here.
Yeah.
But yeah, just let CK get what he can top, whether that's in the lane or kind of these side pull camps. But leave Cuckoo your jungle space, because TNC doesn't really want to fight into Mineski right now. The Brew split is on the table. Pugna's strong. Pugna's gone Dagon. This is great. We have a Dagon. Please have
Already?
a smoke to reveal this Dagon. Oh, don't do that
Mushi.
in the ward.
Not quite. I think they went unspotted. That's a very early Dagon too.
Yeah.
Damn, they might find Raven here. My mouse is broken somehow. I can't properly click.
Raven's playing a little bit safe. They see Cuckoo though. Will they get it?
Disarm Dagon and the Thing of Death. Oh my god! Some
The
meme
pings.
strats right here. Like,
That is so good. 600 damage from Finger. Dagon does another 400. Luna can't possibly have like more than 1200 HP.
yeah.
CK ults just gets the one illusion though. So, no
Pretty
luck
used
for
the
you.
spell early on. BK and Pugna. That's the push right there. Plus the catapult as towers gone. They want to try and fight this anyway though. The stun comes through only 1 second. They link it up with some of the creeps. It's the Dragon Knight. He's also being almost busted down. Stick charges, putting him over the edge, trying to get more vision from the drag back, and they find it here. And this time with the Luna. Providing that loosened beam, they have enough. Finally getting rid of the pesky DK.
It almost looks like they weren't going to get him. Mineski was really hesitant there to try to defend. I guess Nago was bottom, and so they didn't want to try to counter-initiate, but I don't think Jabs is really... Like, what is Jabs going to work for? Is he going to go Radiance here? Is he expecting to get enough farm on the map somehow? I think he
Good
should
question,
be...
right? It's a very greedy way to go, but then you end up with this extra core, essentially. Eventually. So, depends on how long they expect this game to go, I guess.
Yeah, I guess if they're thinking, hey, Coddle's going to get Aghanims and like push out waves and farm, we need our kind of 4 to also get farm.
Yep.
That the build up to Radiance is, it's similar to the Aghanims for Coddle, 4,200 versus 5,000 and something, 5,100.
You have to stockpile a lot more money at once for the second relic, but yeah, Jabs, he's just queued it up. Looks like that's the game plan. Just match push with push.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
I guess with Pugna too, they can open up the map with the Nether Blast, take away all these kind of outer towers, and then Naga is kind of free to push out the lanes with the illusions more.
Yeah.
You're kind of concerned if they have the capacity to kind of get to those towers and just deal with the illusions before they can get into your jungle. Both Pugna and DK to kind of take down these early towers. Mineski is going to be in a good spot if they can ever get up to that Radiance. Middle lane.
Trying this again. Only 1 for 3-7 Raven though. It's never going to work. No matter how much you play against it. And now the turnaround's there. The stun, follow from Ninja Boogie. Finger of Death available in a second. Raven. A little bit too healthy. They need Mushi there to be like 2 steps earlier. Then they could conceivably do the same thing. The Grabber 5, Finger of Death, Dagon. Down a hunt again. No smoke this time, so it'll be spotted out by this Observer Ward in the jungle. Oh, maybe not. They could walk the other way. Yeah, 1 for
3-7.
He's
Oh boy.
He's dead if he doesn't run right the hell now. Oh, doesn't get stunned up. Nice blinding light. Try and give him some extra time, and yeah, he's gonna take a spill. They're gonna take the T1 tower, but Cuckoo and Tim's paid for top perhaps. And some pressure here. Jabs ready to respond to it though.
Radiant structures are fortified.
These teams are giving each other a lot of respect here. They're not really forcing these fights. They're like, oh, you want our tower? That's okay. We'll just kind of blast it out with Coddle. Here, have our tower. We'll farm over here now. Oh, you want to farm here now? Okay, we'll leave and go farm over here. It's very, very polite Dota going on here, minus the occasional Dagon finger gank going in.
Sounds nasty. Finger gank.
Yeah.
Kind of
there's
is.
been worse.
I think Grabify, Finger of Death. The Grabify is like what, 40% amplification? It's 60% even. So you get 600 damage plus 60%. You do the math there because I'm bad.
Yeah, I would assume that.
Damage.
I assume you would just times it by 1.6, right? And so
yeah.
you would get what was that? Carry the 3?
A bad go 3s. I hate 3 position. Samage actually gets caught out on here. That was the Bruce Split also committed plus the Finger of Death, so that was a really quick kill. Drag back, 1 for 3-7, brings in Cuckoo for his mid push. They have a catapult to work with. Someone's gonna need to tank up the tower, but Mineski ready to turn this around and fight. Stun on DK, and there it is, another blast on top of the Grabify. No Dagon used just yet. Not been quite enough to finish off the kill either. Moon coming through, they get rid of the Golem. Now that ultimate is down as well, same as the Bruce Split. And they're just, as you said, they're just trading spells. Not so
they
much
just
heroes.
don't want to run into each other. There's going to be this one fight. Cuckoo's going to go. Usually, how I build the Luna is just you get the quick Yasha, and then you run around until you get your BKB, and then you go fight.
Yep.
Because the Yasha just accelerates your farm so much faster. They do have to be careful. I did the math. If it works correctly, and it's 1.6 is the equivalent, it'll be 960 damage before resistance.
Right. Good.
Yeah, if you take off 30% of that, you're looking at like actually 600 damage or more. So it's almost like
making it pure. Yeah.
It's almost like you're making it pure. It depends on whether he's stacking cloaks or not, but in this case, I don't think anyone's getting cloaks.
Well, so far so good. Bushi not opting to upgrade the Dagon just yet. He went for the Blink Dagger. Moon also has his, so very mobile gaming here. Dragon Knight. SSI is not going for it himself. Instead, he's the one who picked up a hood on their side and now has a halberd queued up, just able to disarm at least one of the CK illusions, or perhaps more, more importantly, the Luna. Cuckoo, Raven, Tim's
on him here.
Yeah. They want something
Unless
else,
they
though.
go top.
Yeah, they realize that Jabs,
he can buy it. He can
3.8k
afford
gold
it right now.
Doesn't have the courier anywhere, though. If they kill him now, he will lose that. Oh, yeah, he's still serious.
He needs the
the word.
song
can
and get
TP
out.
back. TP? TP? There we go. Make sure that we like that. It makes sure to sit around there with the song as long as possible. You can keep TNC from going somewhere else for these next couple of seconds. 147, blink forward from Boone, slowing him down, and there it is, the crab fight Dagon. No Finger of Death on cooldown, no need to community either. Or maybe there is, there it is. Alright, they hope they hope they wouldn't need it. Meanwhile mid, MH wrapping around, they're gonna get on the CK. This has never been a good idea in this game. No extra illusion either, they are starting to nuke away at him. 4 heroes. That's what it takes. All that space created to actually finish up the tier 2 bottom.
Has fallen.
They're not wanting to fight 5v5 though, it seems. They're just like, okay, we'll take out the DK while you take our tower, but we won't fight you 5-on-5. Bruce got his blink up as well. They will have to wait for that next primal spit. I think both teams were kind of waiting on their level 12s from a few key heroes. I know Cuckoo was kind of holding off there for a little bit as he was level 11 thinking, hey, do I want to go Eclipse? But I don't think that's going to happen. Jabs has got the relic. He's closing in on that Radiance. Farming up the Treants here. He's like, thank you, Sam H, for the extra farm.
It's like 1 or 2, I believe.
Dire's
Oh,
middle
he's...
tower is
All of a
under
sudden, he's
attack.
super close.
Dire's structures are fortified.
A moment ago, he just picked up the relic, now it's 1,000 gold. The tower going down, with all the creeps being farmed. You're giving him a lot of space to make that happen. He's right next to the partner in terms of net worth almost. Mushi's still 1,500 gold ahead.
Dire's
Now,
middle
him and
tower
Ninja
has
Boogie. No
fallen.
Finger of Death, unfortunately. So it's just gonna be the old Blink, Decrepify, Dagon Zap into Nether Blast, which is strong enough in its own right. But TNC looping up S4, almost 5. Tim's just plopping down a ward in the backline, so just watch for these kind of rotations here. They don't see them though, because hey, they're smoked up. There it is. Moon initiating. Does not quite get the ultimate off just yet. Gets stunned up, but not enough damage. Eclipse coming through into the backline. Looking for Mushi here. This is a good backstab. Cuckoo making it happen. Meanwhile in the front, the fight works just as well. Japs might have the Radiance, but he does not have a team left. DK, naturally, he's surviving. Ice's Eyes not being focused on it. In fact, Sam H TPing forward. Japs, luckily, he has that Quelling Blade. Eats his way through. Uh-oh. Looks like both of them will be fine after all, but that secures the tower and a great victory overall for TNC.
I think they knew that they couldn't wait for the Luna BKB. They needed to go then while Bruce Split was down. Moon actually didn't have his Primal Split there. He blinked in, being unable to cast it, and I think that kind of set them off a lot in that fight.
He got interrupted with the Lucent Beam, then a CK stun, or vice versa, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I really love Cuckoo's wraparound there, alright, just going straight. Let's find Mushi, let's kill him, because he's one of the big damage dealers that we can kill easily. You can't kill CK really. Naga's even an issue in and of itself with the Radiance and good amount of armor that Jabs has. Mushi,
Yeah,
very
Luna
vulnerable.
Luna is one of those kind of nice cores versus the Pugna, because if you don't get bursted by the Pugna and you get your ult off and you're close enough to him, Pugna can't do anything. Like, if he decrepifies you, you still kill him with your ult. If he decrepifies himself, the beams just slaughter him, right? If he does nothing, like, then your ult and your right click just kill him. So Cuckoo kind of identifying his role in these fights is to take out Mushi and kind of nullify that advantage.
Going again, this time he pops the old follow-up stun on Warwick. Did get the heal off on himself. Okay. Can't heal through that.
Radiant's middle tower
No way.
They're committing a lot for this. They dropped the Bruce Split, they use Finger, and now TNC's like, hey, like, we don't have Golem, but we're gonna have Eclipse here. They see the DD.
attack.
Can't even get the
Cuckoo's
tower
like- Yeah.
because of backdoor region and Cuckoo. Games at DD runs straight into Moon, and at this point, Cuckoo should be fine. Just grab the kill unless he misses every right click, which he does.
They got.
Oh,
Oh, he missed the blink.
He fine now. Does have a Quelling Blade. Gets racked back up to the high ground. Raven with the plays, the right place at the right time, and now looking towards the Roche Pit. Perhaps they've got a bunch of Treants. They've got the DD. And they don't have the Bruce Split to worry about. The DK ult is down. Lion's Finger of Death is also down. So, yeah. Go straight into it.
It's this cooldown dependent. The dependent lineup has really been punished here. And sure, you've got Jabs with the Relic, but they can deal with that just fine.
Yep.
Coddle can deal it with himself, just with the Illuminate. Take out those illusions, and soon when it's daytime, they'll be able to heal up the waves, regardless of whether Naga tries to burn them down with Radiance.
Yep. Radiance Naga at the best of times, it only really gets online in this split pushing kind of sense when you have these extra items to tank up your illusion. The Manta style, as well as maybe a heart or something like that, or Skadi, depending on what you want to go to. But right now, these illusions are still just easy for TNC. Yeah, they're kind of building the momentum up now. They have this option to claim
Does Luna
perhaps
know
bottom lane.
Mushi's here?
He knows now. TP through from Sam H. He gets a blink out into a TP. Where's he at actually?
He went
All the
up.
way back now. Oh, he went up. Okay. Looked like he went
Good
bottom.
play by
but-
Mushi. That could have been really bad. They get
Oh, yeah.
Mushi there.
You know,
Anytime.
Metasal's Cuckoo. Oh god, I lagged.
He is so farmed right now.
Yeah. They're also making good use of this extra mobility 1437. He's had the Axe for a while. It's daytime now, so daytime Axe. This is the time to go. Bring in Cuckoo straight down mid. No compromises.
Yeah. You tried to farm elsewhere, Cuckoo? Too bad. We're taking you back, mid.
Yeah.
We do
Oh.
have this interesting play by TNC. The supports are throwing Cuckoo mid,
Okay.
but their actual play is elsewhere.
So good actually, because Mineski, they have a ward there in this middle. They didn't see anybody following Cuckoo, so they gotta figure. All right, TNC is smoked up, but could have worked out well if they decided to just still farm up this area, because the natural assumption is, all right, they're smoked up behind Cuckoo.
Oh, Jabs is doing a good job mid with this illusions, cutting
yeah.
waves.
We'll have to go top instead. Sam H. This tower should fall rather quickly, and they can continue this push. They really want to.
Jabs
There's
is
some nuke
pushing
creep
bottom.
coming
The
in even.
creeps are going to be here shortly. I just don't think Heath runs high ground as fast as the Luna does, so...
Worst comes to worst, I can TP someone back and then just recall them. But for now, TNC just need to charge.
What are you
Aegis, BKB, Mantisal, and Cuckoo. You can try and chip away at him, but you're never going to kill him. TNC's fight to take. And okay, that helps. That helps. Taking out the Cardinal immediately with that combo. Bigger Dagon decrepified. Cuckoo, well,
Well, they're chasing.
look to
Aegis
try and claim the
BKB.
Aegis. Meanwhile, the back stun comes through though. That's a 4-second one on Jabs, but the
Jabs.
Decrepify helps him out. The turn on the stair, they get a Raven. Cuckoo coming back though. He's trying to turn things around with the Eclipse, but who's that really hitting on? Maybe if they can put on some damage on DK, they also finish up the line with the Link and out of slow from Warlock Tims. Turn this around, but Jabs does get his own ultimate
I
off.
think they can fight here. Mineski might have this.
Maybe Moon with the burst damage. Yeah, they get some H. Luna decrepified up, cannot move anywhere. Now another zap down. Mushi with a double kill and another blast to help the DK secure Tims. Mineski, what happened
Wow.
there? Just
What a hold.
yeah.
That was really well played. They just kind of kited out the Luna, and they have so many like controlling factors for her that force her to use BKB, Manta. Like they have the Sun from the DK, they have the Decrepify. She has to BKB to avoid Lion Hex as well.
Yep.
So I think Mineski
with
just found a
BKB.
foothold back in this game, especially with Jabs now. He's got the Yasha up.
Yeah.
He can just take over the map, and if he can keep the waves pushed in and just buy a little bit more time to get that next item.
Made a
And,
detour to the boots
Tims-
of travel, to the early boots of travel even, so it's even more so he can match up that split push, because it's not just from the Coddle pushing out lane, it's
Mhm.
also Sam H obviously. And Nature's Prophet who wants to just do that himself. If he's not careful, he might just feed up over more and more treants. He's been pretty decent at controlling them so far.
I think Raven, by going for the Shadow Blade here, has kind of taken
Scanning.
something away from his team, right? It's like he's wanting to be a form of initiation. In reality, what TNC needs now is just strength when they force a fight behind the Luna. And I think if he is BKB instead of the Shadow Blade, that fight may go a lot differently as well, because then he can't be controlled by these hexes or stuns as well in those
Yep.
fights.
Because
all they
feel
have
like
to do
he
is
did
get
anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some great plays from Mineski in general, especially Mushi wrapping around together with Ninja Boogie. They immediately take out the Cardinal as well during daytime, so you're missing out all these heals, this orderly push. Where you just go up the high ground when the Illuminate is being channeled, you just get a couple of hits off on the tower, then you walk back into the heal. Just took that away with the wraparound. And TNC, they were in this really awkward position where they just had to decide, alright, do we try and fight? Do we leave? Then they're kind of forced to fight because Mineski gets some control factor, control spells up on TNC, catching the Luna and everything.
Radiant's middle tower
Yeah,
is under attack.
and all Mineski just putting themselves in a good position with that, and then the Crapify and target that Raven was going for. TNC couldn't even get that foothold.
Yeah. I forget, this is Nana on DK, right? He's got all the other characters, right?
It's Ice
Just
Ice.
play now. Ice Ice Ice?
Yeah.
Right. Nana is playing the... Or it's Moon. Moon is
Yeah.
Nana from my books.
Oh, it's Moon for me now,
Right.
so yeah.
Oh, rosters. Names.
The DK Ice on Ice. They switched earlier. Mushi was picking it up initially in the draft, but then they switched it up and he got the Pugna instead.
Yeah, this Pugna's actually worked out fairly well for them. I think it has
Oh
worked
God,
out a
not
lot
again.
better as they may.
Ah! That is the zap. The drag back though, they'll give up Ninja Boogie this time.
He does have
Ball for
BKB
support,
if he
now
wants to try to
Mushi.
make a play here. Sam H is coming
Oh.
in behind.
Hey, that was...
See him straight.
Raven gets the ultimate off, turn things around, but DK in the front is not the target that you want to go on. Meanwhile, Sam H from the back gets initiated on as the rest of Mineski comes through. Raven, a lot of trouble. Gonna be right-click down. Already, level 3 dragon forms if get that free Skadi slows. Essentially. And Mineski with... That's a huge victory here in his bottom lane.
MVP Sentry placed down here, spotting out that Nature's Prophet before he can really do a lot of damage in the fight. Cuckoo just wasn't in a position to fight there either. Now he's going back for the MKB, which isn't as strong as it used to be. They may force buybacks here.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Gonna go. Final split comes through. Clips. This is gonna be tanked up by the Brewlings. Oh, and the creeps.
Keep that Broodling alive.
Ooh, that's the last one, isn't it? Okay.
Yeah, it is.
Alright, brew split for Clips. That's what it comes down to. Mineski get a few hits off on the tower. With the poison, with the nether blast. We're already down fairly low from very short push. I mean, TNC spent a lot more time up top and they did half that amount of damage. But yeah, things are shaping up even better now. Jabs with a completed Manta style. Octarine Core next with that energy boost already available. Ninja Boogie already has to blink himself. Like, let's get getting everything they want, feels like.
I think Cuckoo's realizing now, like, how itemizing for himself is really difficult in this game. Like, Sam H just trying to split push, but Naga's more than capable of dealing with these strengths now. And Cuckoo's in this position where he's like, okay, I've got MKB in case I get blinded by the brew, Drunken Haze. But now I have to think about how I'm going to use this BKB in this fight. And down to 8 seconds now. It's really concerning for Cuckoo because they have to make use of that Eclipse and the damage.
Yeah. And I didn't even get enough value out of that either because Ice, he did opt to finish up that Pipe of Insight. Tank up some of these Lucent Beams across his team. The smoke up, this could even connect.
Raven, you cannot get caught.
Yeah, but split up here. Raven with the Shadowblade again as well. They saw him with the ward here. They get the dust out. The Naga sleep to set this up.
Great play by Jabs here.
Looks like a dead Raven. Follow-up stun. The Grapify. Nice 4-star there from the rest of TNC as they smoke up themselves in the back. Keeping Raven alive.
Is under attack.
Man, I feel like these waves are just like telling the story of the game now in terms of how much TNC is on the back foot with the lane equilibrium. Sam H, I don't think you want to fight that.
Probably not. All these streams, though. I think some of them expired, but some of them also run down by the Radiance Illusion and TNC. Make a play here. The go for Roche has not been scouted out, I believe, by Mineski.
I think Ice knows what's going on. 'Cause he's pushing this lane very...
Yeah. Picking it out now.
Yeah.
Might very well be too late. Yeah, this Ninja Boogie comes in for the stun. Mushi with the BKB blinking into the Roche pit. Not quite dead just yet. The Eclipse coming through. ZK barely surviving. Cuckoo coming through. They just burst down Pagna with that Eclipse. They still get Aegis. They still get a Chase.
Well, that was bad. Just a little bit too early from Mushi blinking in there. The Eclipse couldn't kill him because he'd BKB, but then he couldn't decrepify himself to deal with the Luna Moonglaze. And when there's two targets, God, those Moonglaze hurt. Each auto attack is bouncing off him 3 times because it's him, Roche, him, Roche, him, Roche per attack.
Oh,
Not
man.
the fight they want to take there.
Really. Some more issues. Now my taskbar is over Dota. I can't get it low. It's been annoying.
It's style points, really.
Oh, there it is. Okay. I'm better. TNC, well, how far can they go here? Mushi's down for 20 seconds.
I think they get at least 1 lane of racks here.
Once they break through Travel, you can also start working away at many buildings at once with the Luna with the Luna Glaives. Raven also got a lot of his illusions off. He's trying to keep them back so they don't all die, and there it is. The drag back, and this time, do they have the damage here? Raven in the middle, all of his illusions starting to go out. The BKB comes through from him as well as Moon here, but looking for the buildings instead. Moon with the Bruce Split, disarming the Luna. BKB just a tad bit too late. He's actually been in a little bit of trouble. Still standing to fight, looking for Mushi here. His own BKB, the last right click comes through from Sam H. Creates his own life for the Pugna once more. Does have buyback here, and he chooses to use it to come right back in instead, trying to deal with the Luna. Raven rolls on the drag back, trying to control up the Dragon Knight Cuckoo. Needs some more space, but there it is. Did a crap with 5 finger. Oh, just a normal finger here, but looks like it.
Do it.
Looks like it here. He's doing a crazy amount of damage himself with that second life. Drags him out of the Sprout and into another death. He does have buyback, no Dragon Form though. It's all down to jabs. Too late though to defend this Rax. Even if he wanted the song, he doesn't have a team to work with. 30 seconds on most of the heroes here without buyback. TNC, they've recognized that, hey, we can get more here even without a Luna, even without our Cardinal heals. There it is. There's a song. Buyback. Lionel has buyback as well. Taken back in. There we go. The stun of Sam H bursting down a second time. Also dieback on him. BKB through on Raven, trying to escape the situation. The same for Tim's. They're just keeping out. Should be fine, Jabs. Oh. Doesn't get the net off.
Could be worse. They did, I think that's like price you pay for not defending Roshan and its positioning.
Yeah.
If you let Roshan go to the other team for free, you deserve to lose later racks, right? Like, I should have like either taken the bottom racks and they know beforehand, hey, we're not going to contest Roach, we're just going to equify the racks by taking the racks advantage before they can take Roach. But in this case, Mineski just a little bit too far on that back foot, and
Kind of tried to do both, right? I mean, they feel like they slightly missed the timing of Mineski going to Roach Pit slightly later. With that stun from Ninja Boogie and the blink in from Mushi. Maybe they even sniped that Aegis. But Roshan just tanky enough. TNC ready to react, but there it is. Ninja Boogie comes through. 4 stuff away though. From
they popped the Bruce Split here.
Teammate, there it is. Another song. Max level, so very low cooldown indeed. And they can look to try and bring down the call. Well, that's a freebie. Tower also
But where are the lanes?
could die soon, yeah, but they have to go through backdoor and they have a hard time doing so right now.
Yeah.
Bottom lane is pushing in though.
Back.
Yeah. They'll get that eventually. Meanwhile, they're blasting away at bottom. Catapult getting a few extra shots off. Now DK with the ult. Mineski, they want to try and equalize the wreck situation here to some degree, but CK gets stunned up. 3 seconds. No extra damage from Luna just yet, but Raven brings it in. There's the Eclipse. They're running down more. Mushi and Moon with the BKBs. And Mushi will be right down. Samage with the interception if necessary, but Cuckoo claiming that kill for himself. TNC will have none of it. They lose the tier 3, sure. They lose the tier 2 mid. I think they're going to be happy with that trade.
Yeah, especially with DK, no buyback. And Mushi, no buyback. Is Mushi just short on gold? Yeah, he's just short on gold here. I think they may have felt forced into that fight. Ooh, Cuckoo almost gets the right click on Moon. He's running. Come here, Brewmaster.
Well, Sam H going to try and help out. Moon does not have the boost, but he's actually just dead here. And Raven using that Shadow Blade shield for mobility, getting close, and now he's... he needs to wait for his own creeps. They're coming soon enough.
Jabs is trying to make the plays, cutting as many waves as he can, but there's one creep wave alive. They just have to keep it alive till daytime. Or never mind.
They can just go right now. Yeah. They can just go right now. 10 seconds on Pugna, they know that. Oh, they should know at this point.
Sam H going top. Where do you sing as Naga?
I don't even know. Gonna lose at least one tier 3. That's the one on top. They're gonna lose both. Sam H is even up there himself, not just Treants. Gong down bottom, top lane, Ninja Boogie's trying to control him up. Mushi coming through with the damage. Has a combo, and he's just straight up there. That works. There's no buyback either, but hey, space created. Burning through the bot racks. Song not enough to delay it.
I really like this Lincoln Sphere pickup by Luna. Normally you'll see people go into Butterfly or like some other damage hybrid item, but Cuckoo just recognizing, hey, I don't want to deal with Drunken Haze, I don't want to deal with Hex. Like, even to Crepify, my BKB is wearing low, and how am I going to prevent that from being a problem? Lincoln's. S Jabs is running for his life here. No bonus speed, movement speed in the river for you, Jabs.
Would make sense if he got it, right? I mean, Slaughter gets it with Sprint.
Alright, the most important question I have for you, Dragon Drop.
Okay.
Is someone going to kill the infused raindrops in the pit?
Dun dun dun. No.
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 I think Luna left it to symbolize Roshan's tears.
Sure. Let's go with that.
Or maybe she needs space for her cheese. But I like to think that she wanted to symbolize Roshan's tears.
One of these things is more likely than the other. TNC. Gonna go again. It is daytime. Roshan.
They want to
maybe
go
respond
for
30
the...
seconds, but yeah.
They win a fight. Game is over. I think Mineski knows that they don't only have to take a fight, but they have to fight through buybacks as well at this point.
Radiant's top shrine is under attack.
Well, smoke broke on Luna. The Cuckoo is just settling for Shrine on top. Still the one on bottom. I feel like shrines are less important as objectives for teams than they were before, just because they're further away from the Roche pit.
Yeah, I think Mineski's one sliver of hope when they took that good fight in their jungle was partially helped by their shrine there. But
oh god, just Ripple Blink right on top of Luna, double stun from Ninja Boogie. Boon, BKB, and Mushi is still dead, still alive though, turning around to fight with the Golem. They're just wrecking through Mineski right now. They get jabs, they get Mushi. The Bruise Split on way too ineffective at this point. Just has to run away. 1437 might end up buying him, but Cuckoo is still taking over. They're dragged back on the DK as the GG is called. That was an explosive last-ditch effort there from Mineski. It was kind of crazy. 3 people blinking on top of you out of nowhere.
And she lives.
Still yeah, Cuckoo lives.